today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Throwing, Prescott. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Four yards remain for second down. Prescott to throw it. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To the air again, Prescott. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the draw, here's Sanders. Gets around him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 45 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. most of them want it in with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
On first and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Prescott. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Prescott now. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
For the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Throwing is Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Come on. Hey, Cowboys!
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on. They're going to look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 34. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 18. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Hurts fumbles it.
Seven our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Up the middle, here's Elliott. That one a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as they have taken the lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
50 yards on the ground for him so far.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Here's Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Following the interception, here's Prescott, buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll drop to throw. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. It's a 9-yard gain and it keeps the drive moving.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On first down, Hurts trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
43 is a mic, boy. 43.
On 2nd and a yard. Prescott, he finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And he's going to be marked out just outside the 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
For the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. scoring the touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Smith catches left side. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Now a carry for Sanders. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw again. Got him in. It's Brown.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
First down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that's complete to Sanders.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference, as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, here's the option.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They run with Sanders off the option.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he'll go down at the 28. 87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Sanders. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
He'll look to throw.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good.
And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
2nd down and 3.
Elliott running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
57. Mike, 57.
Throwing. Prescott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Boston Scott, his first carry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go again with Scott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hurts. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. So that's going to push him back half the distance. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go option to the short side.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
To throw is Prescott.
Out toward the sideline and completing it to Pollard.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. 57, Mike. Mike 57. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Tosses the out route here to Gallup.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Prescott yet again.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Marr now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 23.
They start the drive here with Gainwell.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Hurts finding Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Quick slant to Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 31,
Hurts.
over the middle to Smith.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go now. Time to be lying.
They'll look to throw again.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Drops this one down to Gainwell. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Eagles on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
6-man. Check cross, check cross, check cross. 43's the mic.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
You're not back to 60, back to 60.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st down, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
From the 27, Prescott.
That's Gallup on the slant.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Prescott, he's got his man, it's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, Prescott.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Running with Elliott. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 40.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts.
And he will slide down with a good gain. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a two-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Second down and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 54 yards away. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
2nd and 11 now.
57
Up the middle, here's Elliott.
54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.